Hi everybody, Dacob here. Welcome back to my fashion bunker. Today we are going to comment, pluralis majestat, it's actually just me, but you're with me, so let's comment together, shall we? We will comment together the Chanel Métiers d'Art Paris in Rome collection that Karl Lagerfeld and the Chanel band and gang presented in Cinecittà, Rome on December 1st, 2015. So it's kind of like a Métiers d'Art is a collection that Chanel makes made by all the artisans and all of the people that still have, all of the rare people that are still alive, that still have the savoir-faire, the know-how, in English, how to create special costume jewelry pieces, designer pieces, clothing line. It's kind of like a mix between a pret-a-porter and an haute couture collection, so the prices are a bit higher than the pret-a-porter, and of course much lower than the haute couture prices, because as we know, haute couture prices like 100,000, 200,000 euro for a dress. Crazy, but true. So, if you wish to know more about the Paris in Rome collection, just find it on YouTube. Also, otherwise go to the Chanel.com website and check out their video. It literally pops up. One of the first things that pops up when you go to the Chanel website is it's around 15 minutes or 16 minutes long. The actual catwalk has been completely filmed with beautiful music, very Federico Fellini inspired, very 50s and 60s inspired music, kind of like sort of a Dolce Vita, but you'd be surprised. So basically what I'm going to do, I'm going to comment now, and then you either watch the video parallel while you're watching my video, or stop here, watch the video, come back and watch me after you've seen the video of the catwalk. Either way, this is my opinion. So everything starts, it's like black and white, right? Very kind of gray tones. It's like being on a movie set, like a Truffaut movie set from the 50s, 60s, 70s, maybe even 70s. But anyway, we're black and white. So the Cinecittà in Rome movie set or stage or studio is set up to look like Paris. So you go, well, what's going on here? So we're doing the Métiers d'Art Paris, Rome, but we're not in Rome, we're in Paris. In fact, Lagerfeld explains in his interview post-fashion show that he did not do Paris-Rome, he did Paris in Rome. So he kind of made it like a take, he took a take on Paris and Parisians with a Roman twist. So the whole set, even though the fashion show is in color, the whole set is black and white, so you have this illusion of being kind of in a dream in a 50s, 60s, 70s movie maybe. The actual clothes, I don't know what to think, guys. I'm not a fan, I have to say. Until Lagerfeld did not give his interview, I was not liking the show, but then when he started talking about his vision, about his dream, about this reinterpretation of his vision of what cinema was in the 50s and 60s and 70s, and then how it kind of translates into his vision for Chanel today, then of course it's poetic, it becomes poetic, and you go, oh, Lagerfeld, yeah, okay, I get it. Now I like it again. But without all of that and just seeing the clothes, without having his vision, talking about the clothes, I thought it looked pretty, well, of course they're all beautifully done, don't get me wrong, but it looked cheesy, It was like Roberto Cavalli made outfits for really luxurious hookers. I'm not a big fan of the stockings with 1,001 different pizzetto, that's something very Dolce & Gabbana. And then they kind of vary them. I'm sure it's going to be a huge success, and I'm sure in some countries more than others, no names of countries, these things are going to sell better than in others. But I thought, for those of you who speak Italian, and I don't know how to translate this in any other language, to say the least, it was pretty burrino. And burrino is something from the south of Italy, maybe also actually pretty Roman. This type of style, I didn't find it very classy. I found it quite hookery. Nothing against hookers, don't get me wrong, but it's kind of that, it's not very Chanel. And then Lagerfeld also said, the famous Chanel shoe, the beige one with the black top, or vice versa in more modern years, but it's kind of, Chanel invented it to make the foot of the woman look shorter and smaller, more petite. If the top of the shoe is black and the rest is a lighter color, beige color, the foot automatically, optically, it's like an illusion, looks smaller. And he said never in the past has Chanel ever created that type of shoe, but just like a slip-on like Peggy Bundy would have, from Married with Children. You just put the foot in, and then there's a heel, and you lift the foot, and it's just held in the front, and there's nothing else holding the foot. I mean, it really looks tacky, plus the heel was kind of bent inwards with a little crystal thing going on. What can I say? Not very Chanel to me. Now, of course, you know, Chanel is a lot of things or not a lot of things. Here is what I know this is just a classic, and I know that, you know what I mean. None of these bags, none of these classic bags hit the runway in Paris and Rome. Why? Well, because there was nothing really very classic about it. You know what I mean? And I don't know. Let me put on my cool 1989 Chanel sunglasses to continue talking about this, just to like add like that Chanel factor. You know, I'm like layering now what I consider Chanel to be. Now, even if this is more 80s, 90s and it has that more flamboyant kind of poppy touch to it, it's still more classy than what I saw on the Paris and Rome runway. And then what was up with those two anorexic young male models? I don't know, guys. Of course, every time Lagerfeld hits the runway and every time a Chanel show hits the runway, nobody dares say anything against it. Now, you know I'm a huge fan of Chanel. I am not endorsed or paid by anybody to do these videos. I just do them for the love of it. So here I am also like giving out free promotion for them in all of my videos when I show my freaking stuff that I hunt down and, you know, stuff that are my passion and my obsessions. So truth be told, I do love Chanel and its heritage a lot, but let us also criticize it from time to time. Nobody is impeccable. Nobody is perfect, and nobody can only do good by anybody and everybody else. Style-wise, fashion-wise, human-wise, whatever-wise. So what I'm trying to say is, yes, it will sell because it's Chanel. But stop and look at it and observe it for a second. The scenery is beautiful, the setting is beautiful, everything is beautiful because there's so much around and millions. The money we spend on buying these bags and these perfumes, and of course they're overpriced, a lot of that money goes into Chanel's marketing. A lot of the money I spent for this bag went into producing this show. So literally, I expect the best. And the show was beautiful. It was like a dream. But the clothes, the accessories, never have they ever shown sunglasses for the métiers d'art collections, except this time. There was one piece, one shade hit the runway. But it seems like it's going to be a regular release within the Chanel range. It's not going to be a special métiers d'art sunglasses. I might be wrong about that, and I will stand corrected if that is the case. However, may it be, the glasses were cat-eyed, also very 50s, 60s, 70s cinema inspired. Obviously nothing like wacky, crazy, or very innovative. And then, you know, Kristen Stewart, Geraldine Chaplin, you know, Lagerfeld shot another short movie for the presentation of the collection where he kind of envisions an actress, Kristen Stewart, acting a young Chanel and Geraldine Chaplin acting the older Chanel. And then they're like kind of shooting a movie about visions of how people see and perceive Chanel, what is the truth, what is fake, and blah, 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 yada, yada. The movie was, man, Kristen Stewart is amazing. I love her a lot. But again, as Coco Chanel, it was weird to see her with all that heavy makeup on. Because, of course, she did look like Chanel. Of course, with makeup, anybody could. But Geraldine Chaplin nailed it. Geraldine Chaplin is visually, physically, she owns the character. She owns Chanel in that short film. So that's also part of the métiers d'art Paris in Rome vision and kind of framework around the actual collection. So all in all, however, I give it a total thumbs up on the layout, on the vision, on the dreamy atmosphere, the gorgeous atmosphere of the catwalk. The show was incredible. The clothes, extracted from the show and all the surrounding and the framework and all the massive marketing and billions that go into it to make it. You take all that away, and you just look at the clothes, 5.5 out of 10. Not as far as craftsmanship goes. Craftsmanship, I give it a 50 out of 10. You know what I mean? It's just the shapes, how they're envisioned, how every piece is envisioned. And it's a design problem. It's not a construction problem. I'm sure they're impeccably constructed and sewn together. So this is definitely kudos to all the métiers d'art that have made it possible. But the actual clothes in themselves and as the silhouettes are, it's not really what I expect and desire and dream of Chanel. So thank you guys so much for watching. Give me a thumbs up on this video if you liked it. Share this video and don't forget to subscribe if you wish to see more from my channel. I love you. See you soon. Mwah. Bye. Take care. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed my video, and if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and check out some of my other videos. I'm also on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. So come on over guys and join the fun.